Hey YouTube, welcome to my channel. JS Dwayne here. Today's day is October the 31st, 2019, and it's Halloween Day. In today's video, I wanted to talk about, who I am because, throughout the last year and a half, almost 2 years, a lot of people are confused, is that a boy? Is that a girl? Is that a man? Is that a woman? And it's been driving me crazy for the last year and a half, and especially on my YouTube profile, because when you look at my profile, it looks like a pink shirt, but it's not really a pink shirt. It's actually a coral red shirt, and I took that shirt back when I was 30 years old. I'm 32 now, but I took that picture when I was 30. That was like May of last year, 2018, when I took in that picture. So it's very frustrating trying to explain yourself about what's your biological sex and so forth. And I'm definitely going to put all those rumors to the rest today. Um, I'm biologically a male. I'm 100% a man. I was raised as a boy. Have boy parts, boy private areas. So what can I say about that? I'm not transgender. I wasn't born no female. I never took no hormones in the days of my life. You know, um, I never, try to be something that I'm not. A lot of people who, think I'm, a butch lesbian. I'm like a stud. There's another term for it. DYKE. Which I'm not. I'm very hairless in the face because my father was like that. So I'm very similar to him. None of us, we don't grow no facial hair or none of that. So a lot of people will take that as, oh my gosh, that's not a man. Men's supposed to grow facial hair. That's not always true because not every man grows facial hair. I know there's some Asians that don't grow facial hair. There's many Africans that don't grow facial hair. Even there's some Native Americans that barely grow no facial hair. So never assume what a person looks like based on their picture. And it's been frustrating, especially on YouTube. And even on when I go on people's lives, some people think I'm a female, and I have to actually tell them, I'm a male. I just look young for my age. Like it was just one woman who thought I was a woman, and I had to correct her, the other day, on the other day when I was on her live, and she got it, supposedly. So at least, I try to not deceive people, by means necessary. Is I try to throw hints. My name is my biological name, and my JS part is my initials of my name, and my actual name is Dwayne. When you think of Dwayne, it's actually a guy's name. It's not a woman's name. If you think of a woman name of Dwayne, you think of Dwana or Dwayna or Duane or Duana. Those are female names of my name. So you have to really think about, being careful who you call, a woman or a man and so forth. So I have to correct those rumors very, very quickly because it's very frustrating. Sometimes I'll laugh it off because I don't want to come off as, being, sentimental or being a little touchy, telling my biological sex. I know one day I was at the bar a few years ago. It was this, lesbian woman. She thought I was a transgender male, meaning you was born female and then you take testosterone and you become a man, taking testosterone. She thought I was a transgender person by the name of Tasha trying to be a man. And no, I told her, a couple times, no, I'm biologically a man. I guess she didn't get it. I'm not going to pull my pants down to show you my private areas because there's nobody's concern. But, I was trying to get through that thick little skull that girl's head. Like, really? Come on. So, so not every man grows facial hair. And that's just the most frustrating part of trying to tell your truth and your history, so forth. Because I got myself into a nasty altercation like 9 years ago. This one guy thought I was female, and I was trying to tell him I was a guy, and how can you not tell? Like, come on. I had an Adam's apple right around here. You can't really see it, but I had an Adam's apple. I got myself into an altercation where the guy actually knocked me out. Like, I would have thought he would have figured that he knew. So that's the only reason why I didn't say anything. And like, I actually had like a bloody lip, and that guy violated his probation, that day when he knocked me out. And I was like 22, around that time. And I didn't know he was going to attack me, but I would have thought he knew because he's supposed to be a heterosexual male. And he was Dominican around that time. So I think when he did that to me, he went back to prison. And I was in the hospital that day. And my dad asked me, what happened to you? But I didn't tell him the roast situation. I just got myself into a nasty altercation and I got attacked. But I'm not going to tell him what really happened. So a lot of people, assume that I'm female, but no, I'm not a female. And I'm 100% a man. And I would never come around here and lie and say that I'm not, because I am. So I lived my life 32 years as a man. I would definitely live another 32 years as a man. I don't feel like I was born in the wrong body, because I'm not. I was born the right sex. And that's that. I have no problems. I feel great. I'm very masculine. I may not have a deep voice, but you can tell I'm a guy, and can't really take that for granted. So come on. I lived my life as a biological man for 32 some odd years of my life. And, sometimes it's frustrating, especially when you look younger than you do. A lot of people will think that you're a different sex than what you already was born as. And it's very frustrating. And sometimes I just want to scream at people. I'm like, come on, I'm a dude. Like, I'm a man, I'm a guy. And, people still don't get you. But, so I'm putting all this stuff on this video here to let you know that I'm a man, I'm a guy, I'm not no female. Never assume about what the person looked like in their profile, especially with that core red shirt that I wore from last year. So so when you see my screen name, you should have known I'm a guy, 100% a guy. J.S. Dwayne. That's a guy's name. So think about it. But a lot of people look at the picture without really looking at the actual name. So a lot of people, get confused. So sometimes it's, kind of, misconstrued sometimes. So, you know, I have to, some people know right out of the bat that I'm a guy. Like when I looked at my comments, last night, many of them knew, and some don't, because people look at the picture instead of my actual YouTube name. So at least I try to put all those rumors to the rest right about now, because it's driving me sick. It's been driving me crazy for a whole entire year and a half, almost 2 years. And I can't change the way I look. My father was like that when he was a kid. A lot, because my dad had a big afro. My dad had very, you know, curly natural hair, and my father's mixed race, black man. My dad's mixed, and I mentioned that in my ethnicity tag video. About his ethnicity, that he was a mixed race man, and I have more African blood in me than he do. So I'm gonna put that out there. So when he was a kid, a lot of men thought, when he was a teenager, thought he was a girl because he had a lot of hair on his head, and, he looked young for his age. And plus, my dad is short. My dad is under 5'7". So that will definitely make you a target in the LGBT community as well as straight community. But my dad had a very deep voice, with him. So he has a very, very deep voice. So that gives it away that he's a boy or a man, as you can say. So I'm going through the same thing that he's going through right now. And, it drives me crazy, but I'm, I'm kind of used to it, but no, 100% a man. I would never, come around here and deceive anybody. I was born a boy. I have pictures of me as a little boy and as a child and as a grown teenage boy and so forth. So, I'm not gonna take that back for anything, and I'm not regretting this video because I wanted to put that out there. What I am, because it's very frustrating sometimes trying to you know tell you what you really are, because I think some people are confused. But if you look at my actual body itself, you can tell I'm a dude. I don't have female hips. I'm built like a dude, and I'm tall too. I'm nearly 6 feet, 6'1". So what can you ask? Because there's tall people, tall women too. But and if you really look at me, I don't even look like a tall person. Like if I have a young face the way that I do, I'll probably be someone who's under 5'7" or 5'6". If you really look at me and by pictures, but no, I'm over 5'8" and 5'9". I'm over that height. So I'm like, come on, people, come on. So I want to put that out there, and I can call it a day. So all right, guys. I wanted to expose my truth. My biological truth. I wanted to do this video for a while, and when I did the rainbow video, that video was not planned. I was actually running errands. For myself and for what I needed to get for my apartment. I had to get food and other toiletries that I needed in my apartment. And I saw this beautiful rainbow across the sky in Greece, New York, when I was running my errands. And it was raining that day too. This was a week ago, but it was raining like crazy. It was raining all day, and I saw that beautiful rainbow, and it intrigued me, and it was just so beautiful. So I decided to record it for a few seconds, and I didn't really think of anything. I didn't think of it at all. So I was just like, let me just record it, and I got nice responses. And guys, thank you for responding to my rainbow video. I just, did it for random because, in the near future, I probably want to do, a nice, nature video or a road trip video or ride around my city or something one day. I'm getting myself out there day by day by day by day. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. And, peace to love to everybody. Peace and love. And you guys have a very, very good day. All right, good day, people.